The story begins in the vast darkness of outer space, where two spacecraft are locked in a fierce laser battle. Streams of red and blue light flash across the void, creating the illusion of a storm of energy. Suddenly, one of the ships opens a wormhole and, at the very last moment, slips inside, vanishing right before its enemy's eyes. Emerging from the wormhole, the ship speeds directly toward Earth, but in the process, it collides with a satellite, destroying it and sustaining damage itself. From inside, a creature appears, one belonging to the species known as the Predator. Without wasting time, it activates a smaller vessel and escapes just before the main ship crashes. Behind it, the damaged spacecraft continues to descend toward Earth, trailing smoke. Meanwhile, deep within the dense jungles of Mexico, a skilled sniper named Quinn is on a secret mission. His target is a group of ruthless drug lords. As soon as he fires his first shot, a massive explosion shakes the forest. The Predator's ship crashes nearby. The shockwave is so powerful that Quinn is thrown to the ground. Regaining his senses moments later, he wonders what could have caused such destruction and begins moving toward the crash site. There, he discovers an alien piece of armor, clearly belonging to the Predator, along with other strange objects. While examining one of them, trying to understand its purpose, his partner Dupree arrives. Startled, Quinn quickly hides his reaction, but Dupree hands him a bag, suggesting he store the items inside. Instead, Quinn slips the mysterious device onto his wrist, feeling its strange energy. Just then, an eerie sound echoes through the jungle. Both men turn to see one of their teammates hanging lifelessly upside down from a tree. Suddenly, the Predator itself appears before them. Terrified, they open fire without hesitation, but the creature uses its cloaking ability to vanish instantly. Their bullets fail to reach their target, and the Predator retaliates with deadly precision. Dupree is struck down immediately. As Quinn approaches the Predator, the wrist device he is wearing suddenly activates. A surge of extraordinary power bursts forth, knocking the Predator unconscious and slicing the hanging body into two. Blood spills onto the ground, and the Predator's form begins to flicker back into partial visibility. Realizing the danger of staying in this place, Quinn quickly gathers his bag, secures the wrist device, and leaves. On his way out, a small glowing metallic sphere emerges from the device, floating in the air before landing gently in his hands. Quinn carefully grasps it, sensing its significance. Sometime later, a high-level recovery team arrives at the crash site. Their leader, Traeger, takes charge as they secure the unconscious Predator's body along with the remaining pieces of armor. From the way Traeger speaks, it is clear that he already knows a great deal about these creatures. His knowledge suggests years of research and preparation. The next morning, Quinn walks into a small-town bar. He forces everyone out, then pays the bartender to deliver his bag to his son Rory's house. He keeps the small metallic sphere with him. When he realizes that the sphere has the power to make him invisible, he swallows it without hesitation, unknowingly becoming part of the alien technology. Meanwhile, Rory is in his classroom. His mind works differently from other children, often slower, which makes him retreat into his own world. While some classmates play chess, Rory quietly observes. In the corridor, two mischievous boys trigger the fire alarm. As the students rush out, Rory freezes in fear and remains behind. The boys enter the classroom, knock over the chessboard, and mock him. When the alarm stops, Rory notices the scattered chess pieces. Though his mind processes things differently, his memory is sharp. He carefully places every king, queen, and knight exactly where they were before. That evening, a postman delivers a package to Rory's home. The same package Quinn had sent containing Predator's equipment. Excited, Rory carries it to the basement and opens it. The moment he touches the wrist device, it activates. He begins using it like an advanced computer, and his sharp memory allows him to quickly understand its system. Elsewhere, Quinn is captured by the military. They subject him to psychological evaluation while Traeger watches his interview closely. Quinn soon realizes that the military intends to cover up the entire incident. He is placed on a bus with several unusual prisoners. When Quinn mentions that he has seen an alien, the others laugh at him. At the same time, special agents approach Dr. Casey. Without much explanation, they forcefully take her away. Inside the car, they show her photographs of the crash site and the predator. They reveal that this alien species has visited Earth before, and now their arrivals are becoming more frequent. In the evening, Rory's mother Emily brings him a Halloween mask, hoping he will enjoy the festival. But Rory refuses to go, worried that the mischievous boys will recognize him. Later, he heads down to the basement, eager to explore the predator's equipment more deeply. As the wrist device continues to activate, his excitement grows. He is quickly grasping the secrets of this alien technology. At the same time, Casey arrives at Traeger's laboratory. What she sees leaves her stunned. An unconscious alien body lies on a table, and the entire lab is filled with predator artifacts. After carefully sanitizing herself, Casey begins examining the predator's body with great focus. Traeger explains that they call these creatures predators because hunting is their passion. Even more shocking, scientists discover strands of human DNA within the predator's genetic code, a revelation that astonishes everyone. Someone insists that Quinn must be questioned about this discovery. Meanwhile, the second alien ship, the one that was chasing the predator at the beginning of the story, enters Earth's atmosphere. Inside are another predator and 2 alien hounds. They are tracking the signal from Rory's wrist device. Earth's military systems detect the ship, and fighter jets are dispatched immediately. But the advanced alien technology proves impossible for them to overcome. Back in the lab, the predator that had been unconscious suddenly awakens. Scientists attempt to restrain it, but the creature is far too powerful. It begins attacking without hesitation. Casey grabs a tranquilizer gun and secretly pockets an alien sample before escaping in panic. The predator retrieves its armor and wrist device, but its helmet is still missing. The security doors are automated, opening only after the sanitization process is complete. Nervously, Casey begins the process. The predator notices her, but does not see her as a threat, so it ignores her. As it moves through the corridor, the predator picks up a helmet, previously recovered from another alien. Activating it, the predator instantly learns the location of its own missing helmet and discovers Rory's exact position. At that moment, a scientist urges Casey not to let the alien escape. Alarms blare throughout the lab, but the predator shows no mercy. It eliminates every soldier in its path, one after another, until the facility is left in ruins. With brutal efficiency, the predator breaks free and escapes. At that moment, Quinn and his team's bus comes to a halt. Soldiers spot a shadow racing across the roof. It is none other than the predator. Now everyone realizes Quinn has been telling the truth. The group quickly devises a plan to escape. They deliberately start a fight, so the guards will rush inside the bus. As soon as the guards enter, the prisoners overpower them, seize their weapons, and throw them out. Casey and the bus then begin chasing after the predator. The predator notices a spaceship flying overhead, pursued by 2 fighter jets. It immediately shifts its focus toward them. Showing remarkable courage, Casey leaps from the roof and lands on top of the bus. But in the confusion, she accidentally shoots herself in the leg. Quinn tries to attack as well, but the predator destroys one of the bus's tires, forcing it to stop. The group scrambles to find another vehicle while the jets continue firing at the alien ship. Suddenly, the ship cloaks itself, vanishes, and within seconds destroys both jets. Meanwhile, the predator hides behind a truck. As the truck departs from the lab, it slaughters the soldiers inside. Not far away, the second alien finally lands, releasing its hounds to track down its enemy. Quinn and his companions take refuge in a motel room, waiting for Casey to regain consciousness. When she awakens, terrified, she grabs a shotgun. Quinn reassures her that they are allies, not enemies, and explains that Traeger's men wanted her dead because she hid an alien sample from them. Convinced, Casey agrees to work with the group and shares vital information. Quinn realizes the predator is after Rory. It wants its equipment back. Meanwhile, Rory puts on the predator's helmet and discovers a stored video clip. The footage reveals how predators inject DNA from other species into themselves to become stronger. Impressed, Rory decides to join the Halloween festivities. But by the time Quinn and his team reach home, Rory has already left, wearing the predator's helmet and wrist device. Quinn immediately informs Emily of the situation and gives her a weapon to protect their son if necessary. At first, the soldiers hesitate, but when Emily vouches for Quinn's skill, they agree to join the mission. Together, they decide to split into pairs to search for Rory. As Rory walks down the street, the mischievous boys recognize him and mock his strange outfit. Ignoring them, Rory knocks on a house door, but no one answers. The homeowner appears on the balcony, ridicules him, and throws something at him. This act accidentally activates the helmet, unleashing a powerful energy blast that kills the man and destroys his house. Terrified, the boys flee. The explosion is so massive that Quinn and Casey see it from afar and drive toward it immediately. Frightened, Rory drops the helmet and hides in a nearby field where he befriends a dog. Moments later, the alien hound arrive. Before they can attack Rory, Quinn rams them with his vehicle. The rest of the team arrives, and Casey rushes Rory to safety while the others open fire. Quinn runs as one of the hounds chases him. He stuffs explosives into its mouth, causing it to detonate, then shoots down the second hound as well. While Casey collects samples, another predator suddenly appears. It seizes one of the men and threatens to kill him unless everyone drops their weapons. The group complies, but Quinn swiftly raises his gun and shoots the predator, forcing it to release their comrade. The team flees to Rory's school, seeking shelter, but the predator blasts the front door open. Quinn realizes the creature is after Rory's wrist device, which functions like a mini-computer. He hands the device over. The predator lifts Quinn, but just as it takes the device, another predator arrives and drags the first one out through a window. Amid the chaos of the alien battle, the humans decide their only option is to escape. The two aliens clash in a brutal fight, and the larger predator easily overpowers the smaller one. Lifting its opponent, it slams him onto a vehicle and then rips out his head along with the spine. As police begin to arrive, the predator scans the humans with its device, identifies them, and then cloaks itself, vanishing from sight. Meanwhile, Quinn calls Emily to check on her, but government agents are now monitoring her every move. To protect Quinn, Emily smashes her phone so the agents cannot trace him. At the same time, Traeger and his team discover the dead body of the smaller predator. Traeger concludes that the larger predator was chasing it because the smaller one was hiding something important. Determined, Traeger vows to obtain whatever that secret is, and for that, he knows he must capture Rory. Elsewhere, Rory and the group remain hidden in the forest. After examining the situation, Casey confirms that the predators are continuously upgrading themselves. Suddenly, they hear a noise. It turns out that one of the alien hounds, previously injured by a grenade, has survived and tracked them down. Nettle stops everyone from attacking, insisting the creature does not seem hostile and might even prove useful. Casey cautiously tries to communicate with the hound, but at that moment, Traeger arrives in a helicopter. Acting quickly, Casey throws something to drive the hound away. The group falls silent as Traeger confronts them. Traeger demands information about the wrist device. When Quinn and Casey refuse to answer, agents begin beating Quinn, while Traeger continues pressing Casey with questions. He explains that the predators have realized humans are destroying their own planet, and that time is running out. Before humanity collapses, the predators intend to collect the very best of human DNA. At Emily's house, government agents search for alien equipment when suddenly the predator storms inside. Emily hides while the predator eliminates all the agents. On Rory's desk, it finds a map showing the location of the ship, a map Rory himself had drawn. One agent quickly reports this to Traeger. Acting fast, Traeger forces Rory into a helicopter and leaves agents behind to kill Quinn and Casey. Quinn defeats them with ease, and when one agent is about to strike Casey, the alien hound vomits a bomb. Distracted, the agent falters, giving Casey the chance to knock him down with a chair and escape just before the blast. Quinn reunites with Nebraska, who is finishing off the last guard, and together with Casey they plan their next move. Soon, their friends arrive with a helicopter to rescue them, while the alien hound follows closely from the ground. The group reaches the second spaceship. Traeger orders Rory to open the door and storms inside, commanding his men to take everything. Suddenly, Traeger collapses. Quinn has cloaked himself and is secretly following. After dispatching the guards, Quinn captures Traeger and drags him outside, where his friends are already holding more agents at bay. At that moment, the Predator arrives and attacks one of the men. Before dying, the soldier fires a flare into the sky, drawing everyone's attention. Traeger seizes the chance to escape, and soon gunfire erupts everywhere. Quinn hides with Rory in a corner and gives him the glowing sphere that grants invisibility. Meanwhile, the Predator storms into a jeep, killing many of Traeger's men. A fuel pipe is severed, the jeep overturns, and explodes. The Predator enters the ship and broadcasts a message through the speakers. The sound is agonizing, but gradually the humans understand. The Predator declares it has come to destroy the ship and will leave no one alive. It activates the self-destruct mode. Quinn and Traeger decide they must fight together. When Traeger tries to steal alien equipment, the Hound stops him. The group hides in the forest, and before the ship explodes, the Predator escapes. Quinn and two of his friends act as bait to lure the Predator, giving the others a chance to attack. The Predator charges and unleashes a furious assault. Bullets rain down, but have no effect. Traeger attempts to use the Predator's own weapon against it, but the device explodes in his hands, killing him instantly. Though injured, the Predator remains strong and severely wounds Quinn's two friends. Knowing death is inevitable, they end their suffering by killing each other. The Predator returns, shoving Casey and Quinn aside, and seizes Rory. It becomes clear the Predator's true target is Rory, whose DNA could make it stronger. The Predator drags Rory into the ship, but Rory drops the glowing sphere. Quinn, Nebraska, and Nettles leap onto the ship. Casey tries to follow, but Quinn pushes her away to keep her safe. Inside, Rory sees the Predator activating a force field and warns his father. Quinn dives in to save him. Nebraska stays outside, while Nettles loses his legs. In a desperate act, Nebraska sacrifices himself by jumping into the ship's engine, forcing it to crash. Inside the force field, Quinn fires at the Predator, but is thrown off balance as the ship shakes violently. He nearly falls to his death until a rope catches his leg. The ship crashes, and the Predator emerges to fight Quinn. Quinn is too weak to defeat it alone. At the crucial moment, Casey leaps onto the Predator from behind and shoots it in the head. She jumps down, and Quinn pushes the Predator into a corner. Rory activates the force field, severing the Predator's arm. Casey hands the severed limb to Quinn, who uses the Predator's own weapon against it. Finally, the relentless attack ends the Predator once and for all. After the battle, Quinn gathers mementos in honor of his fallen friends and remembers them with Rory. Few days later, Quinn visits a new government lab, where preparations are underway to fight future alien threats using Rory's knowledge. There, they uncover the mysterious item the first Predator had brought, a powerful suit of armor known as the Predator Killer. Rory explains that perhaps the first Predator intended to gift this armor to humanity so they could defend themselves against its own kind. And that brings us to the end of this thrilling. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next exciting breakdown. Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to know which moment impressed you the most. Thank you for spending your time with us today. Stay curious, stay inspired, and I'll see you in the next video.